Hi you guys, and welcome to another Sims 4 Speedbuild. Yes, this is my voice. I finally decided to do a voiceover. Anyways, this is a really cute, small Victorian house, and I am in love with this house. I can honestly say I am very, truly deep in love with it. Lately, I've been really getting into the Victorian era with like their dresses and their balls. I don't know. I just love that era. So I decided, why not? Let's just make a Victorian house. So, anyways, I had no idea what I was doing with the roof. As you can see in a moment, I struggle a lot with the roof. But I think in the end, I think it really came out okay. And then, like, all the house just came together. And because it was a Victorian styled house, I did use a lot of the vampire packs because vampires are known to have been like, I guess they came out a lot in the Victorian era. So a lot of the stuff from the vampire pack has a lot of Victoria furniture and stuff like that. So as you can see, I'm gonna use it a lot. Also with this roof, I had no idea what I was doing. I wanted the roof to come out kind of like curved without making it pointy. And I struggled a lot, but eventually I get it. Also, I did a little bit of research, and most of the houses from the Victorian era were known for having like these pointy kind of towers, and they were kind of distinguished by it. So I decided to do that, and I tried my best to copy the roof as much as I could. But obviously, I'm no architect, so I did struggle a lot with it. Uh, I actually really liked how the roof came out, even if I struggled a lot, and I can say a lot with it. But yeah, I really like fell in love with this house. As I said before, I've been really kind of obsessed with the Victorian era. But anyway, this tower here, I was gonna make it only 2 stories, but then I ended up actually making it 3 because you couldn't really see it from the front. So yeah, I think I really like that tower. In the inside, I end up putting like a window seat, and it makes it very, very pretty. I tried to make this house as historically accurate as I could, but obviously I wasn't gonna make it perfectly historically accurate because I was not born in that era, obviously. This tile, I wanted to make it kind of like gothic, but I didn't want to make it scary because the Victorian era is kind of known for being scary, and I didn't want to portray this house as a scary house. So I just went with this black kind of like crickety tile kind of thing, and I thought it was very cute. I originally was gonna make it blue because I saw this one house and it was really pretty and it had a blue roof tile. But I ended up just going with the black, and I made this house this blue that I tend to use a lot in my speed builds. And again, as you can see, I used the Victorian era, this kind of like photos, photos. Ignore me. These kind of like windows. They're not really windows because if you look in the inside, you can't see the window. It's not actually a window, it's just kind of decoration, but it came from the vampires pack. And I really, really loved it. It really just made it the house all come together. I was kind of sad that they're not actually windows because I love putting windows in my houses. Like I like putting a lot, so there's a lot of like sunlight in, and not I don't use as much lamps or lights. And but I still really love this house. It was kind of I try to make it not scary because Victorian era is known for being scary, but I try to make it very like with light colors and a lot of white and not a lot of black. So I was trying to stay away from that scary kind of feeling. And anyways, I really love this porch and this balcony. It's really pretty. Honestly, the balcony is very pretty, and it does make it feel like a Victorian home. The house is pretty small and the lot is really big. That's because I didn't realize how small the house was gonna come out until I started building it, and then I realized I got a really, really, really big lot for such a small, tiny house. Um, but yeah, I actually really loved how this turned out. I did not know what to do with the lot because it was very big. So I ended up making it into like a kind of foresty kind of feeling. Um I did add a foundation to it after I had built it, and I didn't know what to do for the foundation, but I did end up trying to make it the same color as the roof so it would match. I also wanted to put this thing, I don't know what it was, but I tried to put it in and I didn't like it. Also, the things that hang on top of the porch really did make it feel like a Victorian house, and I really love adding that to my house. I don't know, it really makes it feel like a home. And then for the path, I used this path that I don't think I've ever used it before in one of my speed builds, but I probably have. And I was going to put flowers like I usually do as like a pathway kind of thing, but it is a Victorian house and I felt it really didn't go with the house. But I did see that they had put like bushes in the front of the house, and I thought that was really cute, so I decided to do that. And as you can see, I decided to make it like a type kind of forest thing because I did not know what to do with the lot. And because back then there wasn't as much houses, I guess you could say, and it was more like there was more woods because obviously there weren't as many people back in the day. Also, as you can see, there's like a tree that I mirrored from the tree in my another speed build, and that wasn't intentional at all. So we should be moving on to the interior. Yes, I had troubles with the stairs at first because the stairs, I haven't been playing The Sims 4, or I haven't been doing like speed builds for too long. So I've been playing a lot of The Sims 3, and a lot of the rules, like the game rules, are very different from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4. So I had trouble with that, and I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I did end up doing like a really cute layout for the stairs, and the hallway came out super, super cute. And again, I used a lot of the vampire thing, like example, those rails. I was going to make like the part behind the stairs at the first level, like a restroom, but then I remembered I had to actually put the kitchen, and then I realized that it wasn't going to fit if I put it there, so I just put it a little bit more to the left. The restroom for the main bedroom, it was really big and it was kind of awkward, but I did manage to work it out, and I thought that because of how big it was, it really did make it feel like if it was a Victorian house. And I used this flooring from Vampire that I don't think I've ever in my life used, which is a miracle, and it's actually really pretty. I don't know why I've never used it before, but it did really make this house come together a little bit. And I put brick in the restroom, but I didn't like it because it made it feel kind of like a prison, and then I realized that there's these like vampire kind of wallpaper, and I thought that it was really cute, so I ended up making like all of the house inside and like the halls and stuff into this color, and I thought it was really pretty. This kitchen, oh my god, I love the kitchen. It was really old-fashioned and had the like old refrigerator, which was like a cabinet, and they put ice into it. And I also put in like the stove, which they would like power it with, not with electricity, but with wood. I wasn't too sure about the sink, but I mean, I don't know. Also, is it just me, or is the cabinets from that set, they don't match the cabinets at the bottom? Like, the cabinets at the top is a really light color compared to the cabinets at the bottom. I don't know, but I left it like that. Maybe it was just a light. Also, this toilet is very weird, but all of the other toilets in the pack, in the Sims 4 in my game, they were like really modern, and I didn't want to make it feel modern. I also put this shower kind of thing, the shower bath, but I then realized that I'm pretty sure they didn't have showers yet. So I did end up taking it out and changing it for like a bathtub instead. Also, I put a rug in the main restroom, in the main bedroom restroom, because it kind of felt awkward and I felt like it needed something in the middle. So I did end up putting the rug. Also, another thing, I put a toilet paper next to the toilet because it's a habit of mine, but I'm not sure if that's historically accurate at all. But I did feel like it needed that because, I don't know, my brain was just like, it needs toilet paper. This bed that I used for the main bedroom, did turn out really gothic, and I felt like I could have put in a different color like that light blue, but I think it looked cute. Also, if I went back and if I could go back and change something, I would totally change that stupid bed for like the child's room. Like it was a double bed, and it took up a lot of space, and I couldn't put a nightstand because of it. I would have gone back and put it into a single bed and then added the nightstand, and then added like a light or something. But I didn't end up doing that. I still loved this. I really love this house again. I used a lot of the vampire pack again because it had a very Victorian style. I tried to make this house as historically accurate as I could, but obviously I wasn't going to make it exactly accurate because I wasn't born in that time. I had trouble putting stuff in that little corner for some reason. I don't know why. Also, this dining room was very, very small, and I did end up putting like a different table, which is going to be like a dining table slash work office kind of thing. It wasn't on purpose, and it was only because I couldn't actually fit another chair at the dining table because of the lack of space. But I think it really looked cute. I ended up adding like this quill, an ink and quill kind of thing, and then some books at the side, and it really made it look really cute. I really love those books and that quill. It made it really feel like the 1800s again. I also love those chandeliers that I put on top of the dining table. It was really pretty. Honestly, I really love that chandelier. I also really love that little drawer kind of thing that I put in front of the stairs that I took off. It really made it feel Victorian. And I put a fountain, I think it's a fountain, in front of the stairs. And honestly, now that I think about it, that's very scary because imagine that thing just falling on you while you're walking up the stairs. But anyway, I added this rug to make it feel a lot like home. I don't know, I always feel like rugs make the house feel kind of like a home more than just a house. And I also added window seats, which I'm not sure if that's historically accurate, but I really thought it was really pretty, and it added a lot of more a home kind of feeling. Also, I made it into night, and then I added lights, but that's because those lights from the Victorian era are mostly candles, so they're very, very light, and they don't produce as much light. Sorry. And I did it in the dark, so I knew exactly where to place the light, and there wouldn't be any dark spots in my house. But I really loved it. I don't tend to really use candlelight because it's really annoying because you have to put a lot more because they're really dim. But it really looked really cute. But yeah, I really liked those lights, the ones that I use all over the house. I thought it was just really pretty. For the backyard, I put a little statue because it came with vampires and I had no idea what else to put. I also put this wash tub because I know they use wash tubs, and then a clothesline. I don't think that's accurate, but I still put it on. I also really love that seat right there. I thought it was just really pretty and like very Victorian era kind of ish to have like a seat under a tree. But yeah, now I think I'm just decorating the house. I put a little pans and pots and whatever in the kitchen. I added a teacup. I debated the spoon because I'm not sure if they use that or not, but I put it on. I thought it really made it feel like a home. And then my umbrella, I put a fire, but I actually ended up taking it off because I thought it didn't go with the home. So anyway, we're done with the speed build. Here are the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also follow me on Instagram at Doomaggeden. Bye guys!